Here is the full text merged into ***, one single paragraph ***, with ***, no words skipped or changed ***, only line breaks removed and spacing normalized. The night started like every other social gathering she adored. Laughter bouncing off the walls, champagne bubbling in crystal glasses, and her friends surrounding her like she was some sort of celebrity. It was a dinner party hosted by one of her colleagues, a crowd of Polish professionals with rehearsed smiles and the habit of talking too loudly when they felt important. I wasn't supposed to be there, at least not in her eyes. "Just try not to be too serious tonight," she whispered before we entered, her tone dripping with that familiar condescension she used whenever she thought I might embarrass her. At first, I tried to blend in. I smiled politely, made small talk, even laughed at jokes I didn't find funny. But my wife, she was glowing, almost drunk on attention. Every time someone complimented her dress or her hair, she'd glance at me as if daring me to feel jealous. I didn't bite. I'd learned long ago that her favorite game was seeing how far she could push before I cracked. That night, she pushed harder than ever before. It started with the little digs. "Oh, he's not much of a dancer," she said when the music started. Laughter rippled through the group. Then came another. "He's more of the serious type, always stuck in his books." Every word hit like a soft slap, disguised as humor. I forced a smile, gripping my glass tighter, while her friends laughed. But then she went one step too far. When one of her male colleagues joked about taking me on in a trivia game, she smirked and said, "Oh, please don't challenge him. He hates losing, especially to someone smarter." The laughter that followed was deafening. My face heated, not from embarrassment, but from something sharper. Quiet anger. I looked at her, and for a moment, our eyes met. She realized she'd gone too far, but it was too late. The damage was done. Her friends, sensing tension and smelling drama, decided to make it worse. "Come on, let's make it interesting," one of them said. "How about a couples game? Truth or dare?" My wife's eyes lit up with that mischievous spark I used to love and now loathed. "Oh, yes," she grinned. "But don't expect him to play. He's too proper." That was it. The laughter, the mocking tone, the smug confidence that I'd never fight back. I leaned back in my chair, took a slow sip of my drink, and said, "I'll play." The table fell silent for a second, as if they hadn't expected me to speak at all. My wife blinked, pretending to act amused, but I saw the flicker of unease cross her face. The game started light. Silly dares, innocent questions. But then it shifted. Someone asked her, "Truth or dare?" She smiled. "Truth." And that's when I decided to take control of the night. "Then tell the truth," I said, my voice calm but heavy. "Did you ever tell your friend Claire that you wished you'd married someone more exciting than me?" The room froze. Her smile vanished instantly. "That's not part of the game," she whispered. "It is now," I replied. Her friends looked between us, wide-eyed, waiting. She forced out a nervous laugh, trying to play it off. "Oh, it was just a joke we made once," but her voice cracked halfway through. The air in the room turned heavy. The same people who had laughed seconds ago were now silent, watching the glossy surface of her perfect image begin to shatter. "Your turn," she said coldly, trying to regain control. "Truth or dare?" I smiled faintly. "Dare." Her lips curled into a smirk. She thought she had me. "Then I dare you," she said, "to say something nice about me." It was her final attempt to humiliate me, to make me look petty if I refused. I set down my drink, stood up slowly, and looked straight at her. "Something nice," I said softly. "All right, I'll say something nice." I turned to the room. This woman taught me everything I needed to know about loyalty by breaking every rule of it. Gasps filled the air. She turned pale. "That's not funny," she whispered. "Neither were your lies," I said. Her friends looked at her in disbelief. One of them, clearly uncomfortable, muttered, "Wait, what's going on?" I reached into my jacket and pulled out my phone. "Let me show you," I said quietly. On the screen, a few messages glowed. Screenshots of her private texts, her friendly late-night chats with her colleague, the one she thought I'd never see. I didn't need to say a word. The silence spoke louder than any argument ever could. She stood frozen, her hand trembling slightly as everyone's gaze fell on her. The color drained from her face completely. Her best friend covered her mouth in shock. My wife finally whispered, "You're making a scene." But I just smiled and said, "No, you made it long ago. I'm just letting the lights finally come on." And with that, I turned and walked out, leaving her standing there, surrounded by whispers and shame. By the next morning, my phone was flooded with messages. Some from her friends, others from her, apologies, explanations, promises. But the truth was, I didn't need any of it anymore. She had spent years mocking, teasing, and belittling the man who loved her. One night was all it took for her to realize the cost of that cruelty. She wanted a reaction. What she got was a revelation.